Hello my friends, Buck Weezer here. You've tuned Buck's Small Engine DIY on YouTube. Meet Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall off the tailgate of the owner's pickup truck. And since then, it apparently hasn't wanted to start or run. I don't know if the no start condition is related to that fall or if it's something totally different. You want to help me try and solve it, get Humpty Dumpty back together again? Then stay tuned. Well, Humpty Dumpty is a Predator super quiet inverter 5000. It's a dual fuel generator from Harbor Freight Tools. The owner said it's about a year old. Now, I don't think it fell off while the truck was in motion, but for some reason came off, fell. It's showing some spots where it's a little bent, but I don't see a whole lot of external damage other than, you know, this cover here at this end's not fitting exactly right. And again, I don't know if the fall is the reason it won't start or if there's something else going on. Let's give it a try together and just see what it does. It's got battery ignition, so let's try it. Alright, and then it times out and stops, and it's showing us this 366 code. The owner said he looked that up, something about overload or something. I don't know if that's the reason it won't start. I mean, it is trying to start. The starter motor's spinning, the engine's cranking. It sounds, you know, the sound of it cranking sounds normal enough to me. But before I go down any rabbit trails related to that code, that may have something to do with it or may not, I feel like I need to start with my initial test, you know, compression, spark, fuel, and because those are the essentials, and it's not starting may or may not have anything to do with the fact that it took a fall. So let's check out some of those basic things first. Well, hello again everyone. By simply opening the cover here on the side, I think we've come to a definitive reason why this will not start or run. This spark plug boot completely broke off, and left half of it here connected where the spark plug goes, and the rest of this is up here. So you know what? You're not going to get an engine to start or run with that. I don't know if the owner had opened this up. That would have been fairly obvious, I think, but maybe if you're not really familiar with small engines and stuff, you wouldn't know to see that. But I saw it immediately, so we're not going to get any spark until we repair the spark plug wire and the connecting boot. So hopefully this will be a pretty easy one. I mean, I don't want to take out the ignition coil and dig in to find all that. I just want to try and fix this wire, replace the boot. It's the easiest thing, and hopefully that's all it's going to take to get it back up and running. Well, I guess we got to get this old spark plug, what's left of it, out of there. Spark plug boot. Oh. Okay, there he is, and there's our spark plug. He doesn't look to have broken, but this guy certainly did. Now I gotta look around and see if I can find a replacement and how hard it will be to reconnect one onto here. Alright, so I've been thinking about this and I got two options, and I don't know which is plan A and plan B. So don't criticize me if you don't like plan A, but here's what I'm thinking. Can I just super glue this plastic? It's just a plastic. Super glue this back together. You know, if the super glue holds. Super glue doesn't work for everything. When it does work, it's pretty darn strong. You just do that. All right. Plan B, yeah, I could cut this, splice it, find another one similar to this and extend it. I know that we can do that as well. And that might be the better option, but I'm going to give this a try because why not? What can it hurt? There we go. It's kind of like a gel. And I'm going to put the super glue on both pieces. Now the trick is that it's kind of spring loaded here. Like that. I think I'm just going to hold this here for a minute or so and see if it sticks. My other thought is I could use this clamp to hold the pieces together while it dries or cures, although super glue is usually pretty instantaneous, right? So I'll talk to you in a second. Well, I clamped this off for a little while, and let's see if it held up. Yeah. I think it did. You know, you never know with super glue because it doesn't bond every surface perfectly. But I think I'm going to try this. It's not, and it may break again. I don't know. I don't know how it will respond to the vibration of the engine. If that will crack it again. I don't know about the heat created by the engine, if that will have something to do with it. See, that spark plug in there is a little bit chipped, so I'm going to replace that spark plug too while we're at it. I think that's a good strategy. And we're just going to give this a try. I'm going to wrap this with electrical tape. Cut that with a scissor. The spark plug socket is really tight in the plastic hole. All right, there we go. Yeah, you see how it's cracked here? So we don't want to reuse this guy. LG F7TC. I don't know what the equivalent to that is, but see if I can figure that out. All right, the internet is telling me the cross-reference for a LG F7TC would be an NGK BPR7ES, which I don't have, but I have a BPR6ES. Think that will do it? Let's try it. We'll live dangerously. Take a big risk. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's so tight in that plastic housing. I had to grab it with a pair of pliers or something. All right, it's time for the big test. Repaired spark plug boot, new spark plug. Chance of it starting are infinitely greater than they were. Let's see what happens. there we go. It's been running flawlessly for about 15 minutes. And that feels really good. Turned out to be an easy one. That's always good too. I know this guy was going to be really happy that it was something simple. I know he was already pricing out replacing this thing at Harbor Freight Tools. It's $1,000. But he told me with Black Friday sales he could get one for $800. He's going to be out of here for a lot less than that. And he's going to be pretty happy about that. So that's it. Nice easy one. Humpty Dumpty lives again. We are the king's horses, we are the king's men, and we put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I'm going to change the oil because it seemed a little low and really black, really dirty. And you might remember last week we had that other smaller Predator generator in here with the broken connecting rod, ran out of oil. We don't want that to happen. Check out that video if you haven't seen it. That's it. Your comments and questions in the discussion below. Always appreciated. Remember, only you can put the do into do it yourself. I will see you all on our next video. Bye.